I'm gonna say nothing because Kuno's
The
here.
lieutenant follows suit. He finishes loading the gun in silence, then hands it to you.
Yeah, take it, you fucking banani poika! Take it and shoot yourself in the mouth!
Feel the weight first.
The cold piece of bakelite and gunmetal is surprisingly light. Your fingers fit right through the guard, instinctively resting on the trigger.
The fuck are you waiting for, Kuno? Tell him to shoot himself in the mouth!
The buckle comes into focus in your sights. You stand with your feet planted firmly in the ground and your left hand supporting your gun arm.
Why don't you just shoot yourself in your mouth? At least you won't miss.
Close the
Your
eye.
field of view narrows. The branch slowly moves, becoming entirely two-dimensional. The metal buckle glimmers, catching the morning light as the corpse slowly rotates. The slow movement of the branch in the wind and your shoulders directing the gun sync up, dancing hypnotically.
Look, he's crying! You gonna cry now, fucking faggoty?
I'll take the 42%. Oh, I shot the corpse. How the
A plume of
fuck?
smoke erupts from the barrel. Your hand goes numb from the explosion. With your ears still ringing, you lower the weapon to see what happened.
How the fuck did I hit the corpse?
You missed the belt, but hit the corpse straight in the chest. Bits
Oh.
of ribcage protrude from the skin. No blood, only a murky sludge dripping down his belly. The sudden stink makes your eyes water.
How? The goddamn buckle is up here. The corpse is down here. I am so
Oh
drunk.
my god, he's gonna fucking cry! I knew it! What a mulko!
The armistice is sufficiently precise, officer, especially at close range.
Damn.
It's not the gun's fault you can't shoot. It's your pig hands.
Pigs don't have hands. They have, like, fucking hooves or something.
Kuno has hands. Kuno can shoot that shit down for you.
I'm not giving Kuno a gun. I'm not a fucking moron. Well, maybe I am. I just shot a corpse in the chest. Not giving it a gun.
That's preposterous! What are you, a fucking earl?
We still need to get him down somehow. The bad way. The way I didn't want us to. By asking the harbor for help. They have the tools and the men. If they put him up there, they can take him down too.
Won't be dangerous?
To ask the suspect for help with the victim's body? To be indebted to Everard Clare? Very much, yes. Which is why I would have preferred us to handle this ourselves.
Oh well.
Clearly we can't.
Suck my dick, bitches!
Was it very clear?
The leader of the Union. A dangerous and corrupt man, from what I hear. You don't want to owe him much.
Yeah? Don't go being someone else's bitches. You're Kuno's bitches.
From the gates, by negotiating or fighting. I'm unenthusiastic about fighting. Or we can try to find some secret third path. It's unlikely though.
To the gates. Let's negotiate.
Let's get to it. Hey, we're in real trouble here. We need to get to other gates. So what's going on over here in my inventory, by the way? We got an instant photo tattoos.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A pitiful cabbage of white and yellow papers hanging from plastic board, barely held together by a metal clip. This sad display is made complete by the faint smell of urinal cleaner.
Anything else?
There's a piece of toilet paper, or is it cleaning tissue?
Ugh.
No, it's toilet paper, desperately sticking to the back of the blue plastic clipboard. It's a metaphor for you. Thank you, waterlogged ledger, for spelling it out for us.
Inspect the
It's
toilet
just
paper.
toilet paper sticking to the back of the plastic clipboard. You can take it off if you want.
Maybe it's kitchen tissue?
If you want it to be kitchen tissue, it can be kitchen tissue. It's not though. It's toilet paper. Still wet, the toilet paper, I mean kitchen tissue, sorry, peels off the plastic easily. All you have to do is shake it off your finger and voila, the ledger now looks marginally better.
Clip.
An aluminium block runs the width of the board, biting down on the paperwork. Its crocodile teeth are the only thing keeping the papers together. A regular pencil, the tip worn down to nothing, has been attached to the clip. The surface is interrupted by a silvery sticker. It's rectangular, sparkling with iridescence. You don't know how you didn't notice it before.
Hey, what's this?
What? That thing. It's a halogen watermark. We use it for adding information to RCM property.
How can I read it?
Any capable light with the right wavelength will do.
Like, for
All
example?
RCM vehicles have headlights designed to reveal halogen watermarks. Mine too.
This means you can read the watermarks if you just turn the lights on.
What kind of
It
information you get?
depends. Aside from an anti-counterfeiting stamp, mine has my station number and address. The information varies by date of issue.
Maybe yours will have how many cases you've solved.
Alright.
Okay.
While a bunch of sodden papers sag from the clipboard in your hand, it's a sorry sight.
Where's the white?
They're not exactly white. They're yellowed in patches by sunlight and alcohol, and covered in dense blue handwriting. Ink escapes into watercolor patterns, reaching its tendrils across entire pages. The paper itself is checkered, with faint red lines, forming short paragraphs. Once in a while, there's a red stamp that exclaims, "Case files commit to paper." The case files themselves are plenty. You count more than 100 sodden, crumpled up, earmarked pages falling apart in your hands. They appear to be sufficiently organized and extremely dense, if mostly illegible.
What are they about?
Work, strife, poverty, the Jamrock Quarter. These are handwritten logs of investigations dating back to January 51, this year. The exact number is hard to estimate due to missing pages and an odd naming convention. But there are at least 20, maybe 30 cases undertaken, not completed, mind you. It's the middle of March. You have attempted 2 cases a week on average.
It's 2 cases a week, a good caseload.
Huh? 2 complex cases to undertake is a lot, yes. You really have to push yourself. I would not suggest it, lest you start making mistakes.
Well, it seems to be what I was doing.
2? That's a lot. I didn't mean to say you are making mistakes, by the way. That was presumptuous of me.
I'm sure I made plenty.
It's okay. We all make mistakes.
Like a fan of gills, the checkered papers dry.
Okay, what is the naming
Yes,
convention?
It appears you employ a, shall we say, robust yet literary system. Each investigation has its case number written on the margins. Yet, still more tellingly, most are accompanied by a name. A title, one might say even. One that draws inspiration from snoop fiction and vespertine cop show staples.
Oh, they're written in capital
Yes,
letters.
all caps. One is called The Next World Mural. Another, The Square Bullet Hole Murders. Another yet, The Unsolvable Case. Others appear more light-hearted. The guys on a couch in an unexpected location, and the murder at the hookah parlor. Even the rare article-free collapsing tenement. Murder features prominently throughout.
Guys on a couch in an unexpected
It's
location.
going to take an effort
Damn.
to piece these case files together, but it can be done. Once you're done inspecting them up close.
My cases appear to employ some kind of naming
You mean
convention.
the alphanumeric? Officer, precinct, time of arrival at the scene?
No, I mean a non-numeric one with titles.
Oh, you mean the titular? Yes, well, so do I. In our defense, almost everyone in the RCM does.
Why?
It's a holdover from the early days of the RCM, right after the revolution, when the organization had little idea how to do things. It persists in an unofficial capacity. Officers use these titles to refer to their work among themselves.
I have one named the Square Bullet Hole
Again,
Murders.
in your defense, I seem to have named one the man with the hole in his head. That was a real person. His death was real. Still, I named it that, to amuse myself. I pray his loved ones never find out.
What happened to him?
Rail spiked through the head. He died.
Ooh,
It was a workplace accident.
rough. Okay, I have to open a
There
new
is,
one.
for precisely one more. 15 pages near the end remain untouched by the damage. The checkered grid forms a structure of passages, breaking the case into subtasks to accomplish. Once all the tasks are accomplished, the case is complete.
Hey, I can use the pen that Lana gave me.
The
Hell yeah.
tasks you've completed flow out of the kind green ape pen in a brash freehand similar to the rest of the letters. The wording comes easily. It's almost robotically simple, a language developed for mental rigor and simplicity. Inspect the victim's body. Get the body down. Interview the cafeteria manager. It's not exactly poetry, but poetry would be out of place.
Cross out
A
once I'm done.
satisfying slash sounds across the paper. You're done, it seems to say. And you, and you. Things to be done and things already done. The composition of reality. This is an extremely useful tool for a detective of the citizens' militia. Now all that remains is to name the case.
Kim, have you named ours?
No, actually. Any ideas?
The Hanged Man, the Furies are at home in the mirror, the setting sun, shit on a stick. Oh. I mean,
Great. That's great. That's actually what I was thinking too. The Hanged Man. Good, strong name. We have a very good name for the case now. I'm going to start calling it the Hanged Man. It's good we sorted this out.
alright. Oh, and another level. Huh. I wish I could level up the stats. You know, like a Bannerlord thing where you level up stats and skills separately. I don't know what I want. I guess... I mean, there's no rush, right? I don't have to level them up. Yeah, they can just sort of hang in the air for a little bit. So, yeah, let's let them just hang in the air.
You don't exactly close them, so much as distance yourself from the smelly papers. They're a little further from your nose now.
Listen, I think we need to go figure out this whole corpse on a rope thing before we go out of our way to start... Oh, nice autosave. Reading things. So, let me take a look at the map. Same, Oh, I need a... Where's your service vehicle, by the way, Kim? Oh, I should be a good lad and bring the keys back to the man and give him... Actually, let's ask him, like, what's up with that whole situation.
Can I help you?
Here's the key.
Thanks. I hope you found what you were looking for.
Found a victim's clothes.
How strange. I certainly didn't put them there.
Could someone else on your staff have done that?
Sylvie had the keys before I got here, and I can vouch for her. I can vouch for all my staff. None of us would tamper with the crime scene.
Well, who else has
The
keys?
trash collection service? CS Municipal. I don't see why they would put anything in the trash, though.
Yeah, that is kind of weird. Why would they put it in the trash and not take the trash
the
away?
elusive CS Municipal. I doubt we'll be able to track down who was sent here last and when. This will have to be one of those little threads that solves itself down the road. Thank you anyway.
Yes. Another thing. Great. I love... Yes.
Alright. I guess that's kind of it for now. Oh, you wanted me to
Yes.
give me a rundown of the case, right?
What do you want to know? Ah, yes. The case brief you missed. Now I remember.
Brief, yes, that sounds good.
3 days ago, The RCM emergencies desk received a report about a security guard who was found hanged in Martinez. An anonymous caller said there was a dead body behind the Whirling in Rags hostel cafeteria. The cadaver had been there for 4 days. No one had come to investigate.
Oof.
During that time, the victim had been stripped of his belongings. The caller did not identify him, but used the word lynching. There is an ongoing labor dispute between the local dock workers and the logistics company Wild Pines. I was told we should approach the death as part of this dispute.
Uh-huh. Does it say who the victim was?
A security guard or worker of some sort, hired by Wild Pines. This was just hearsay from Martinez, of course. We need to find out the truth.
And why don't we know
They
anything about
didn't
the caller?
identify themselves in any way. The tone was muffled using a device of some sort. The desk could identify neither the caller's age nor sex.
Why hide
There's a
themselves?
strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union matters. The dock workers' union is the de facto police in Martinez. Now it appears they've started executing too. We cannot allow that.
The RCM?
That's us, the Revachol Citizens Militia. We're the police in this city.
The RCM, or the Revachol Citizen Militia, is the police force you and him are part of. A self-organized peace corps of the occupied city of Revachol. The RCM operates within a legal twilight, yet its authority is rarely questioned. It's super useful to know this.
Our job's to find the killer.
That's right.
True. Can we go over the preliminary? Okay, we got that. Okay, what's with the pissing
What's there to
competition?
say? It's just stupidity.
What kind of
The
stupidity?
cop kind. Our precincts can't decide if Martinez is part of Jamrock or the Industrial Harbor. Yours or mine, as if we somehow own parts of the city. Typical street gang mentality. So we've let the Union make a mockery of law enforcement here. And now it's come to its natural conclusion.
So the struggle over who runs
Well,
Martinez.
sort of. It's less a matter of who gets to police Martinez than who has to. It's an orphan district, in other words. I think the dispatch desk just told both our stations about the hanging. There was quite the brouhaha at the 57th, I can tell you that. Time to settle it, they said. Cop off. But I assure you, I am not their finest or toughest with 102 cases solved. What I am is least interested in a pissing competition.
So he volunteered to represent the 57th, but not out of competitiveness. On the contrary, somewhere
Nice.
in your mind hangs a dark green blackboard. There are 2 columns. One says cases solved, the other confirmed kills. The rows are endless.
Let's look for Precinct 41.
Jean Vicmer, Judith Minot, a special consultant. What was his name? Then the rows degrade into green nothingness.
That doesn't help. What's special about Martinez?
Nothing. It's just a puddle at the end of some drain pipe. No one cares about this place. They care about sports. Most of our colleagues don't even know how to get here. North of the interchange doesn't exist.
Damn, brutal. Wonder what it says about me that I was sent by my station. Uh-huh.
It's all part of the master plan, you see.
Oh, highly experimental cop, if I'm right. This is Outre. Okay. I was sent to teach you a lesson in style. One conclusion, I'm the finest, the case-solving machine. Must be an augury and apocalyptic omen sent by my people. Unbelievable kill counts. I'm an augury.
No.
No?
Was there anything else you wanted to ask about the competition? If
Uh,
not, we should move.
can I go again?
It's all part of the master plan, you see.
I'll probably have an
I bet you
unbelievable
do.
kill count. Why do you agree?
The 41st is known to kill people. Often.
Okay, we'll use it.
If you could only find your gun.
Oh, come on!
Was there anything else you wanted to ask about the competition? If not, we should move.
For some reason, I thought you had 104
Well,
sub cases.
technically. The official record keeper has been known to double count murder-suicides.
Oh my god.
A common accounting gimmick used to inflate precinct stats.
So you're still a good cop, right?
I'm good enough for this case. I'm not here to compete. I came because I had to. My fellow officers, the sergeants in particular, would have made this scene into a circus.
Alright, fair
Yes,
enough.
it's a wholly pointless matter. Forget I ever mentioned it.
Logic. Oh my god, that is a very difficult check there. Because I have 5 in logic, and that's still so difficult to me. It's a white check, so sure.
Because you're the best qualified. No, that doesn't seem right.
I'm exceedingly
If you're
qualified.
so well qualified, why can't you remember why you were sent? Anyway, don't keep the lieutenant waiting.
Alright, let's get going. There's quite a lot to be seen here. Hello.
I am a gander and a hunter and a gatherer. Feel like a traveler.
A simple little cadence. He seems to be making it up as he goes.
I am the law.
You sure are, my man.
What's going on
It's
here?
the jam, my man.
Mm-hmm.
It's a traffic jam for the ages. Harbor gates up the street are shut tight. No explanation given. Workers on strike, scabs agitating, an all-around clusterfuck.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, we're all stuck here in long-haul limbo for days upon days upon days. Upon days.
How long have you been
Feels
here?
like forever. Like I was born on this here roundabout and this was all I ever knew. Just me and the metal and the tires, the oil and the fumes of mazout.
Mazout is an antiquated term for heavy fuel oils. This man has a barely suppressed performative streak. Or he just likes unusual words. Or both.
I dig your style,
Yeah,
man.
imagine. It's been a whole week already. So tell me, what do you need?
Know anything about the dead man?
He ain't one of us drivers. I know that. All accounted for. Otherwise, I haven't really asked about that. Been wasting time right here. Keep him busy.
It's easy to see he's telling the truth. He's kept his nose out of the dark stuff.
Busy with what?
Analyzing the fundamental structural and psychological conditions of being stranded in the midst of a sea of motor lorries and their sad, despondent chauffeurs.
Ask for his conclusion.
And your
A
conclusion?
sense of surprise there ain't more bodies hanging from more trees.
Alright. What are you hauling?
Oh, high-grade narcotics, illegal firearms, stuff like that.
Relax. He's merely joking.
Wicked. I always wanted a friend in the underworld.
No, I'm joking, my man. Found runs a nice, clean business. This haul of cargo is mostly sporting goods. You know, tracksuits and that kind of thing. They usually get shipped to Grodd and the Occident. Though we've been making headway in the Il Moran market lately.
Could I get one of
We're
those?
pals and all, but I can't just freely hand out the merchandise. The bosses won't be happy.
Aw, I was hoping I could do real drip.
This rockin' beauty. Sure is. Like a rash you can't get rid of. You interested in heavy-duty cargo machinery?
A motor lorry, also called a camion, on Caillou and neighboring islands. This one looks roughed up enough to be some sort of found rust bucket. Maybe the A6?
Is that an A6?
Good eye, my man. Yup, she's an old one, but reliable. Me and her spent a long time together.
Okay, so nothing
Not
illegal, huh?
unless they've illegalized sports equipment while I was on the road.
They might have.
The man taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm.
Can't have sports equipment anymore. Because of woke. So what about strike?
It's like, whatever's going on over at the docks. Workers got a blockade set up, making demands, no way in or out.
And what are they demanding?
Some pretty wild stuff, I hear. Like a giant new power crane in half the company? I forget what exactly. Good on them, I guess. I've heard talk there's a company rep in town too. Like a strike negotiator type. They'd know what's up. Precise demands and so on.
Ah, yes, from the Wild Pines. We'll meet her soon enough, I'm sure.
What do you think the company
They
wants?
want to keep that money flowing in, my man. Ka-ching.
He doesn't blame them, but he's not on their side. That's for sure.
Anything else? Yeah, this ain't really my area of expertise. I just do my job and get paid. I have things to do and places to be. All of us do.
All the who?
Us lorry drivers. Camionneurs. You still hang around here waiting for this mess to end. Most have scurried off somewhere to get drunk or high. Or laid. Not that I blame them, really.
Alright, fair enough. Not you?
Not my thing. Chasing transient pleasures is a drag these days. I prefer the examined life now. Thinking, reflecting, observing.
He tries his best to look nonchalant, but there's a rigidity in him, as if trying to conceal something warm and deep beneath a cool exterior.
I mean, it's a very low shot at empathy, but let's go for it.
Ease into it. Don't go too far. This seems like a personal matter.
My man, I want to know about your soul. What's troubling you?
You really are the law, aren't you? I get that being bluntly observant and inquisitive comes with the territory, but it certainly doesn't help with your conversational skills, does it?
Nope.
That all the beans you got, Tommy? Damn, it really is hard to talk, man to man.
Alright,
Don't be a stranger.
let's keep looking around. What's this? Something I can't really get to conveniently. Okay. So lorry haphazardly littered surroundings. Okay. Let us skedaddle. Is this? I don't know which direction the harbor is. It said south, so I kind of assume this is it. Hello, my man.
You see a Samaran street vendor surrounded by a motley assemblage of goods. When he realizes you're looking at him, his face breaks into a wide, welcoming grin. The name Sileng is embroidered over his breast pocket.
Happy shopping, officer! Everything's cool here.
What's so cool?
Everything's cool. The goods are cool, the customers are cool, the place is cool. And one more thing, officer, you're very cool. Bang, 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 bang!
You think I'm cool?
Oh, yes! You got style. You got personal style. You know what you like. You like premium menswear. Look around and browse. Everything looks cool on a guy like you. Take your time.
Persuade him to give you some money? What? Why? Why would he do that? What kind of stuff are you selling?
Only the coolest goods in Revachol. I've got sneakers, speakers, extremely comfy pants too. Try them on right here. No shame, only freedom.
Do you have a permit?
Good joke, officer. Here we don't have permits. Just economic freedom. Take a look around.
You glance around the decrepit buildings, the miserable weather, the sidewalks strewn with sunflower seeds and a dust-choked air.
It's beautiful. Beautiful freedom.
Doesn't need
It
it?
is, yes. Anyone can set up their shop whenever they feel like it.
That's right. No permits, no bureaucracy. That's why this city and its law officials are so cool.
What are we doing here?
If you wanted to be cynical about it, you could say we are here to protect the interests of property holders. I am not, however.
My man, officer, you make all this possible. Without you, this climate would be extremely bad for business. You're part of the Gossamer state.
Mm-hmm.
Gossamer is a fine, filmy substance consisting of cobwebs spun by small spiders, seen especially in autumn. It's safe to say he's referring to the near absence of regulations.
So cool guys protect businessmen while everyone else lives in the ruins. I can think of cooler
Yeah.
things.
Cool ruins. I get to sell quality goods like these by cutting out the middlemen. You don't have to rebuild your house, live in a crater, or in a tree. Where can you do that? Only here.
You're pretty sure you can live in a tree elsewhere too, but he wouldn't believe it anyway.
Okay, let's...
Anything for you.
I don't think he's, relevant to the case currently. I don't know. Maybe. Eventually. Help to the company that controls the drawbridge. Is this a... Oh, it is in fact a sewer. Alright. I'm just looking around at this point. Water lock out of order, okay. Sure. Hello.
G'day to you, officers.
A burly man hangs out by the waterlock, carving up a generous serving of salami with an old hunter's knife. His eyes are fixed on a man stranded on the other side of the waterlock and on an enormous billboard that has fallen down into the canal between them.
Okay, first things first, what are you doing
My
here?
friend Barry the Butcher is stuck on the other side of the waterlock. I'm keeping him company and eating their salami.
From the corner of your eye, you see a man in a yellow shirt and grey overalls waving at you from across the canal. He seems disappointed about the wreckage on the waterlock and the salami.
Not the salami.
Very good stuff. Anything I can do for you, officer?
Do you know what caused this wreckage?
I wasn't here to witness it, but those look like tire tracks on that sign. Weird, huh? Then again, plenty of daredevil drivers in Rivershoal. Too bad it also takes a year and a day to repair anything around here. Especially a waterlock. The rest of the coast is closed off till then.
Do you know what's further down the coast?
Well, there's the fishing village, an abandoned fish market, a bizarro church. Not much use to the congregation, though. There always seems to be something wrong with it. Yeah, not really much else. Just bombed out ruins.
Can I have some
Sure
salami?
thing. Want some too, officer?
Why not?
Alright, cool. This is very silly.
A couple of indicator lights are missing from this control panel. Loose wires dangle from the now vacant holes. In the middle is a lever. Beneath it, a small metal plaque. This panel usually closes the waterlock, turning it into a bridge that lets you cross the canal. But there's a crashed salmon and butter sign in the way. Pulling the lever probably won't do anything.
I'm still pulling it.
You pull the lever all the way up until the metal clicks against the contact pins. You hear a soft clunk. Then, nothing happens.
Alright.
A spring brings the lever back to its original position. You still need to close the waterlock to get across the canal. Some other way. Wasn't there a sign over there saying functionality will be restored on Wednesday morning?
Alright. Waiting for Wednesday morning then. Who's this? Roy's Pawn Shop. Again, not hugely relevant to our interests. We are gonna be going the other way. What are you? Are you a tree? There sure is a tree in it. That's a tractor.
Before you stands a motor carriage. The bodywork is covered in blue and white livery, bearing the number 57.
Oh, that is Kim's car! I genuinely thought it was a tractor.
This must be the infernal machine that tore you from oblivion. The Caprice Kinema motor carriage. In the cabin, you are welcomed by a set of steering levers, a radio microphone on a hook, a pull-out toolbox under the seat, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
All right. Ready? I turn, you press start. It's next to the preheater.
Alright.
The dashboard lights up with orange glow. The rouse permitting gauge jumps, and the engine of the Caprice Kinema comes to life. with a whiny growl.
That was loud. Alright, headlights.
The lights unfold with a little click, casting electrical light onto the ground before the vehicle.
There you go. I'll turn them off from the remote once you're done. We just need to stand in front of the machine now.
Alright. I'll deal with the radio afterwards.
As you hold your ledger's clip under the headlamp, an iridescent hologram appears. A street grid and the veins of a great river. A familiar sensation washes over you.
There she is. Revachol West.
Around the borders of the watermark are dozens, no, hundreds of micro-perforations. The rectangular watermark is overlaid with the logo of the RCM, and yet the major arteries of Revachol are all recognizable. They shimmer in the Kanema's headlights.
Let's look around
The
us.
rat brazenly darts past you and disappears amongst the stopped lorries. In the distance, a child somewhere shrieks. A woman reprimands her in a voice no quieter than the child's cry.
Ah, Martinez.
Where are we on
Let
this?
me see. Right here.
I'm sure I've seen
Oh
worse.
yes. Coal City. Le Royaume. The burnt-out quarter.
There are many of them, and they are divided into 3 separate rows.
Let's tally them
The
up.
first row has 18 dots.
Next one.
The next is the longest. It runs all the way around the border, and then some. You count 216 perforations. Considering that nice, large number, a wave of pride washes over you. Though you can't say why, precisely.
What about the last
The
row?
last row has 3 perforations.
3?
That's it.
So what did they all mean?
Those are perforations. They represent your record as an officer of the RCM. They are your statistics, as it were. I should have guessed you'd keep a record. Officers often do. Let's take a look.
Alpha male officers who are proud of their numbers often do. It's meant.
The first row represents your years of service. 18 years. Okay, not bad at all. What did you do before you volunteered?
18 years?
That's what it says. I might have guessed even longer based on your age. What did you do all those blissful years of your youth?
Got drunk like a megastar?
Yes, that does seem quite likely. Your youth coincided with some heady days for Revachol. But let's move on, shall we? This next row, the one that wraps all the way around, is your number of closed cases. Closed is good. It means finished. You've got, let's see, wow, more than 200.
216.
It's quite a lot, even for someone who's been on the force for nearly 2 decades. Usually, clearing more than 10 cases a year puts you in the 90th percentile of all RCM officers.
Used to be good. This last number?
Right. Those are your confirmed kills. You've got precisely 3 perforations there.
I was expecting a higher
For
number.
an RCM officer, especially Precinct 41, which is in the Jamrock quarter, it's rather tame. I mean that in a good way. There are certain officers who treat their kills like some kind of ghoulish game. If they do happen to solve a case, it's usually by accident.
Oof.
But it seems as though you are, or at least were, one of the good ones. So we have that to be thankful for.
Have you ever killed anyone?
Yes.
Thanks.
The lieutenant nods.
Right. I'll go turn off the lights.
You can now see your statistics on your journal page.
Okay, good. How are we doing on this, by the way? 36%. I hope I do get this done before I have to go home. I should probably radio in on my station now.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone. The frequency tableau lights up, and the green button labeled Prime Line glows like a feline eye. And then you hear something. The soft purr of electrical kittens. Radio waves cast far and wide over the metropolis. A woman's voice greets you through the static.
This is Precinct 57. Hello, Lieutenant. How may I assist you?
Hello, Alice. Please assist our colleague from the 41st precinct here. I'm putting him on.
Operating the radio is easy. Just be confident. You've probably done it 1,000 times.
Hi, Alice. This is the officer from 41st Precinct speaking. Nice to meet you.
This is Officer Alice Demetri, Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Could you connect me to my unit?
Just a second, officer.
Alright.
10-2, 10-5. This is 41st. Come in. Over.
The man uses relay code. You got this. You're a cop, and cops know relay code.
10-4, Station 41. I've got urgent business. Over.
10-4, message received. 10-5, relay message. What's your status? Over.
Sporting in.
10-18, state your message, sir.
I'm
10-9, over.
my badge. Can't find it anywhere. Basically, it's gone.
10-4, message received. This is a very serious situation. I need to 10-22 the captain. Over.
Is it him? What does he want?
Oh.
Says he lost his badge and needs to report it.
He what? He lost his badge? Who lost his badge? Dick fucking Mullen. Who do you think?
It's Officer Dick Mullen from the bestseller Dick Mullen and the Lost Identity.
Dick Mullen is not your name. It's the name of a fictional detective who would not lose his badge. Defend yourself. Immediately. They're laughing at you.
Can we just move on?
10-4, I hear you, officer. I'm just going to make a note here that you are in pursuit of your misplaced badge. Over.
Fuck me. Mac, come here. You've got to hear this. Dick Mullen lost his badge.
What's going on?
Super Cop here lost his badge.
He lost his what now? His badge. He lost his goddamn fucking badge.
He asks you to please stop saying he lost his badge.
Why? Did he find it?
That's pretty good.
Sergeant Orson was wondering if you found your badge yet. Over.
You don't have a comeback. Sorry. It's hard to think like this.
He's not replying. Looks like he's still looking for it.
Alright.
10-9, come again. I didn't get that. Over.
New heights even for Captain Sober.
Ask him. Ask him if he's lost his gun, too.
Oh.
Orson wants to know if you lost your gun too. Over.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, I have a good shot of not...
Lying over the phone, it's easy. Just say it like it's the truth, and then it becomes it.
No, of course I don't lose my gun. I'd be an idiot.
Thank God for that. That would have been a nightmare. I don't even want to imagine the poor prick who has to relay that kind of news to the captain. Losing his badge is bad enough. Tell him to find it, and fast. We can't have some gangbanger running around with it.
We're all glad to hear you've not lost your gun, officer. You need further assistance. Over.
Okay, actually, no. This might sound odd, but there's some personal details I'd like to discuss.
Okay, 10-4, sir. I hear you. Relay your question. Over.
Wait. Before you say anything stupid, think it through.
What's there to think about?
You're going to be looking at a straitjacket if you tell everyone you lost your memory. Be smart about this. Ask if he's there alone.
10-4, sir. I'm not hearing your question. That's a negative, sir. I got 10-12 visitors present here. Over.
Are there any news about my family?
10. Excuse me, sir. Over.
I just thought you might have heard of them at all.
No, sir, I haven't. You're not really keen on mentioning your home life, so I've always assumed things weren't that good on that front. Over.
Fair enough. I wanted to know if you got my badge's description right in your report. Could you read it to me? Name, rank, date of birth?
What? What is it? He's still on the line?
He wants to verify the information on his badge.
But of course, it says Dick Mullen, High General of the Revacholian Cavalry Force.
Tell him to stop wasting time.
What do you need, sir? Over.
Let's wrap it up.
Understood, sir. Over. Roger that. 10-10. Over and out.
Alright. Well, that didn't help us that much. I guess...
Yes?
I guess for now I'm gonna be calling it an episode, actually. Well, this might actually be 2 episodes, looking at how long the recording was. I really thought we'd get the corpse down today, but if we didn't, well, next time we will probably be going to that harbor, so... Damn. They were all laughing at me.